This is MJ and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy scrunchie. So I'm using Mary Maxim's Baby Plush for this video. It is a super bulky 6 and it's a really soft velvety yarn. I'll be using a 6mm crochet hook. You'll need a yarn needle, scissors, and a really good hair elastic. I would like a really good stretchy one. So just pick out one of your favorite elastics that you use for your hair. And now we'll get started. So to begin, let's make a slip knot and put that on the hook. And we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what you want to do is take your chain and put it around your hair elastic. And then we'll join into the very first chain with a slip stitch. Okay, so there we go. That's the start. And now we're going to chain 2. Now what you want to do is do a half double crochet in every chain around. Here's your first chain. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go through the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should be 1 chain left. Yarn over, go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, so now you want to find that first, I know the velvet's a little hard to see, but you want to find that first half double crochet and slip stitch into the top. To join and chain 2. Yarn over and work a half double crochet in each stitch around. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I know it is really hard to see with the velvet. It's kind of a feel. You just can feel almost with your fingers, and you want to make sure that there's 2 loops there you're going under. Then again, to join, you want to find the top of that first half double, and then you slip stitch to join and chain 2. So now you're going to keep working this all the way around your hair elastic, but you want to pull your hair elastic out before you stop. So you're not wanting it just to be this size, because as you pull the scrunchie around your head, you're going to want to be able to pull your elastic out so you could wrap it a couple times. So you basically just want to keep going until you have your work the size of pulling that elastic apart. So that can vary depending on the hair elastic that you use. believe this is a Goodie hair elastic, which I find works best for my hair. Myself and my girls have really thick hair, and they're pretty good quality. So you just want to continue making sure that you have 6 stitches in every round, and then you slip stitch to join. So I'm going to work some more of this off camera and I'll meet you back in a bit. Okay, so I've worked up this much so far, and if I stretch my hair elastic, I'm probably at least halfway, if not a bit more, and I have about 13 rounds so far. So probably about 24 rounds will do it. And as you work around, I just keep making sure that I count. Because of the velvet, it's sometimes hard to see your stitch. So just be sure you're just counting as you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's just easy to keep kind of flipping it as you work around, so you can get in there and slip stitch till you're starting to join and chain 2. So I'm just going to keep working until I have about 24 rounds. Okay, so at this point I have 24 rounds, and if we pull it open like that, as you can see, it will stretch. So you just want to trim that. Okay, so I just wanted to weigh it for you. So it's about 20.5 grams. That's including the elastic. So you're probably going to need about 20 grams of velvet to make one scrunchie. And if you've made my slipper pattern, basically you can get a child, probably almost an adult size slipper, out of one ball of Mary Maxim baby plush and a scrunchie. So it's kind of a good little way to use up your scrap bits of velvet. So now we just want to seam our scrunchie up. A good way actually to do it is the mattress stitch, but it's so hard to show you with this yarn. If you know how to do the mattress stitch, that would be a great way to seam it up. Otherwise, you really can just weave your yarn through one stitch on this side and one stitch on this side. Just because of the yarn, you're not really going to see the seam. You're not going to notice it. The mattress stitch is a good way to hide it. Okay, so you're going to want to finish it off, making sure to knot that, and then we're going to do some weaving just to make sure we secure that end, and just make sure not to pull it in too tight when you're weaving. So you want to weave one way, and then you can weave back in the opposite direction. And then you can just trim. So you can see you have a nice amount of stretch that if you need to wrap that around your hair twice. And you can make these in lots of different colors. Baby Plush has great colors for little girls, but you can use brunette velvet or any really of the velvet yarns for this pattern.